The popular image of the shark is a killing machine. Dangerous, bloody, a threat. However, sharks kill fewer than 10 people every year. In 2010, humans killed more than 100 million sharks. Shark fin is an extremely valuable commodity, primarily in Eastern Asia and particularly in China. There, it is seen as a status symbol, something the wealthy buy to impress clients and something that is eaten at weddings for good luck. Shark fin has no nutritive or pharmaceutical properties, and according to celebrities like Gordon Ramsay, does not even taste very good.
Really bizarre. Really bizarre. Because it actually tastes of nothing.
Its value is entirely based on our artificial assignment. Part of the problem in reducing shark fishing and finning is that the majority of shark fishing takes place in international waters, which is the world's largest commons other than the air we breathe. These commons are represented in blue on this map. A commons is an area that belongs to no one, but everyone is allowed to draw from. Capitalist governments do not do a good job of regulating international commons because their methods of regulation are unwieldy and often disagreed upon between the countries attempting the legislation. The problem of the commons means that everyone takes as much as they can in order to benefit themselves or in order to prevent someone else from getting that resource. In the case of shark finning, this depletion of the commons is driven by a capitalist desire for accumulation by selling this lucrative product, without regard to the ecosystem the resource was a part of. Implementing conservation initiatives is already extremely difficult. Trying to conserve an animal that is viewed as scary, menacing, and dangerous makes it that much more difficult. But saving sharks is one of the most important things we can do for our ocean ecosystems. Sharks are keystone species and top predators, meaning that their presence has a profound effect on their ecosystem. Sharks consume sick and injured fish, as well as controlling populations of reef grazing fish, thereby preserving the quality of our coral reefs. The removal of sharks from ecosystems means the removal of important top-down controls on populations, which can result in extremely unbalanced reef and open water ecosystems. Not only are the results of shark fishing disastrous, but also the method by which shark finning occurs is gruesome and upsetting. Sharks are typically fished out indiscriminately via gill nets or long lines and brought on board ships. All their fins are then cut off while the shark is still alive. The finless shark, unable to swim, is often then tossed back into the ocean where it sinks and dies, all because the cost of bringing the shark back to be sold for meat is too high for the potential profit. It is estimated that in 2010 alone, 97 million sharks were caught and killed for the finning industry, but some estimates go up to 273 million. Due to the illegality of importing shark in some countries, vast portions of the actual catch go unreported. The number of sharks killed for the finning industry alone exceeds the rebound potential of sharks. The rebound potential is the ability of shark populations to recover after deaths in the population. When you take into account deaths by bycatch, pollution, natural causes, and the regulated shark fishing industry in addition to the fin trade, there is no possible way shark populations can recover without intervention. Demand for a good that produces nothing but status is killing our sharks and damaging our oceans. The removal of sharks from marine ecosystems has the potential to severely disrupt fish populations, thereby disrupting the patterns of those who subsist on fish protein. Approximately 1 billion people, largely in developing countries, rely on fish as their primary animal protein source, according to the Marine Stewardship Council. Fish also provided almost 3 billion people with 10% of their animal protein intake, and over 4 billion with 15% of their animal protein in 2010. The desire for capitalist accumulation is driving an industry of death and endangering people who have no alternatives. Are the lives of millions of animals and billions of people worth a status symbol? I don't think so, but only education and international legislation and enforcement can address these problems. Happily, the number of sharks killed for the finning industry has been decreasing according to preliminary data, but we still have a long way to go to protect these animals and the ecosystems we live in. Will we sacrifice our oceans for a bowl of status soup? Only time will tell.